Ja, wir sind jetzt nicht mehr darauf angewiesen, dass wir mutmaßen müssen, welche Herzfrequenzen und welche theoretische Wattrate jemand mit einem klassischen Indoor-Cycling-Fahrrad fährt, sondern wir haben jetzt eine direkte Rückmeldung über die Konsole, über die Einstellung der individuellen Parameter. In der Vergangenheit ist es so gewesen, dass man immer in einem so einen luftleeren Raum war. Man konnte sich nur an der Herzfrequenz oder an dem subjektiven Belastungsempfinden orientieren. Jetzt haben wir eine direkte Rückmeldung über die Konsole, die mir sagt, wie viel Watt ich definitiv im Moment erzeuge und habe auch am Ende in der Summation einen ganz klaren Überblick, wie viel ich über die ganze Stunde geleistet habe. Die Anforderungen sind größer, aber dadurch macht das natürlich für den Trainer auch viel mehr Spaß. Man hat mehr Möglichkeiten zu interagieren, indem man über die Farben beispielsweise instruiert, indem man einen größeren Fokus auf die RPMs nimmt, die innerhalb einer Zone ja durchaus noch wechseln können. Und ja, das große Spannende ist eigentlich, die Mitglieder in ein neues System einzuführen und auch zu merken, wie die Rückmeldung der Mitglieder positiv ist, weil die direkte Wattsteuerung ganz klar dem Mitglied jetzt auch zeigt, welche Leistung effektiv erbracht wurde und insofern das Mitglied sich jetzt auch an dem orientieren kann, was man direkt auch an der Konsole sehen kann. Wir können feststellen, dass viele Mitglieder sich definitiv verbessern können. Das liegt darin, dass sie jetzt genau in ihren Zonen trainieren, dass eigentlich genau in diesem Wattbereich auch trainiert wird, den der erste Test aufgezeigt hat. In der Vergangenheit war dies nicht der Fall. Man hat gewisse Herzfrequenzzonen angeben können oder konnte über das subjektive Belastungsempfinden steuern. Man hatte aber nie eine genaue Rückmeldung beim Retest, um vergleichen zu können, war es jetzt definitiv eine Verbesserung oder nicht.
Für mich ist es sehr gut, weil wir fahren nach RPM. Das heißt, ich suche die Leader aus, BPM dann halbieren auf RPM bei den Bergen und die Leute fahren sauber in der Trittfrequenz. Das war früher schwieriger, weil jeder hat geschraubt und gedreht und gemacht und wir haben die Mitglieder besser unter Kontrolle.
Generally, I would say that the fact that you can actually have different positions are the best, because most bikes I've been using, you would have these locks, these holes that you have to fit in, and then sometimes for some people you just don't fit in one or the other, and it's like you are in between things. And these bikes, I find that you can actually be precise on the adjustments. Being at a certain color actually gives them a straight feedback of what intensity they are working at. And whereas with other bikes, you wouldn't have a clue about where are you actually riding. And also for us as instructors, we could never say that this member is actually riding at the intensity we expect them to be riding at. Think both ways, for instructors and for members. It's to be aware of where you are, which training intensity are you working at. It's a very positive thing. I would say that since we've started, it was very well accepted, the whole concept, and even from the instructor's side, because this was at first the most important thing, that the instructors would acknowledge the concept and like sell it to the people. And I can surely say that now around 90% of our customers are actually using and taking profit from the colors. I visit other classes and I see most people are riding with the colors. So I think they do understand what we're doing. Of course, if they think, oh, it's getting red all the time, it's getting red, they will be kind of afraid. It seems like, am I doing something wrong? And it's a good way for us to approach people. Before we didn't have that chance. People would be riding completely on the wrong intensity, and we couldn't actually go and approach people with data to come up and work with them. So now we do have, and by the fact that we have these colors, from class to class, I can see people being more precise on writing on the right colors. And so also for beginners, it's a very good thing, I would say. The FTW test, it's a test we encourage people to do it straight away. First we did it on the classes, now the gym that they're doing, the instructors on the gym are doing that test. And it's like a spontaneous thing to go, they do, and so that they know as soon as possible what the right words for them. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to work on the right colors. That's just the thing. If you're not working, if the words are not precise enough, then the training zones won't be precise. And the fact that for me it's a certain yellow or green, it's a certain intensity and it works for me, it's a very individual thing, and then for you it's something else. So this also, it's good because whereas we're training in same colors, it doesn't mean the intensity, it's the watts for you are the same that they are for me. And this is the individualized thing that it's a very positive thing. And for a beginner, even for a beginner, I would say if someone comes, I stimulate them to do a test, what you're starting with. And then once you know what you're starting with, you can later on see what were your improvements. And otherwise, you can never tell, yes, I'm getting fitter, or no, I'm not. The training I'm doing, it's not working. But I've been seeing people like looking forward to do a second test to see, oh, so am I getting better, am I not? The other day I had in a class an experience, it was funny because he was writing always on a color a bit higher than I asked. And then at the end he kind of came and explained himself. He said, you know, I kind of feel that with the words I'm using now, that it's not anymore the right thing for me. So maybe, what do you think, should I do another test to check myself? Maybe I'm in a level higher and I need to work with other words. And I said, yes, sure, you should test yourself. If you feel that now it's difficult to write on the training zones I'm expecting you to write, check it again and see, maybe you need to increase it, and then to bring yourself again to the right training zone, to the right intensity for you. And I find that it's really interesting because I see people, first it shows me that people are more aware of what they do. It's a good sign. And then those that really want to improve, they have the chance to do it because of the test.
Auf jeden Fall, ja, weil es ist sehr leistungsorientiert. Also man weiss, Watt ist gerade die reelle Frequenz. Also man schaut nicht auf den Puls, man sieht gerade die Farbe, man ist in der richtigen Wattzahl. Also man kann seine Leistung extrem steigern und das Training ist so sehr effizient und auch für jeden, ich sage jetzt ein Radrennsportfahrer, genauso wie ein Hobbyfahrer. Es kann jeder wirklich in die Zonen rein, jeder individuell in seine Zonen rein. Und von dem her finde ich es ein gutes Training wirklich.
Ich sage, das Supervelo, Spike, wirklich sensationell. Vor allem das Display, du siehst alles, 1:1. Ich fahre selber Velo draussen und das ist ein super Training für die Winterpause, für die Startsaison, sensationell.
Und ich finde, die Velos sind mit dem Computer absolut genial. Absolut. Da können Spitzensportler sowohl als auch ältere Leute gleichzeitig trainieren mit der gleichen Farbe. Das ist genial, absolut. Macht Spaß.
Yes, I can say that. There's always first a reaction, how is it going to be in the future, it's our jobs on the line or something, but actually I think they all understood that virtual would be a plus because we could offer a bigger offer to the clients and come up with more classes and more options that sometimes the instructors themselves they cannot give it, depending on the times, availabilities and things like that. This way we can actually provide a bigger offer to our clients. Oh yeah, definitely. Totally enjoy it. I mean, again, my outdoor experience helps me to use the images as a way to bring profit in the class and take advantage of what's coming now. It's a hill, it's a slope, can we sprint up to there? Let's use it. And kind of spontaneous, you can use what's going on the image and take profit from it. Like going downhill, let's use a high speed, let's go on a high frequency, and people understand that better because they're actually living it through the image.